Happy Friday, guys and gals. It's your host with the most, Griever, as always. And since it's Friday, you guys know what it's time for. Jujutsu Kaisen! Chapter 223. Live reaction instead of a review. Fellow YouTuber and good buddy Miss Content told me this is one you're going to want to react to. So thankfully, I didn't read the chapter before he told me that. And so now we're here. Now we're here to do a live reaction for chapter 223 of Jujutsu Kaisen. To start the weekend off right with some good old Jujutsu Kaisen. So let's just jump right into this. And starting us off, page 1, the decisive battle in the uninhabited, demon-infested Shinjuku 1. Yeah, I'm shortening that goddamn chapter title in my little thingy over which way. I forget, the camera's reversed. But yeah, I'm going to have to shorten up that title. That just ain't going to fit. That's just going to be a mess. But okay. Cooking with a extra long-ass chapter title, let's go. And it's only part 1, let's go. The decisive battle already starting. This place sure takes me back. Shibuya. Yeah, Shibuya. I mean, it does look pretty, worse for wear, let's say. What was your sense of time like inside the prison realm? Okay. Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. Are we finally going to hear a little bit about what Gojo actually did in the prison realm? Though, isn't that a funny segue right out of the gate? Ah, man. This place sure takes me out. Shibuya. So what was your time like being incarcerated? I was just talking about the scenery, man. Like, now you're jumping into the really personal questions here, you know? It seems a little jarring, but okay. I'm still curious, so I guess. The one-on-one with Sukuna draws near, with Gojo on his way to Shibuya. Ooh, let's go. Alright, so Gojo's just gonna straight up answer. Similar to how it feels when work gets hella busy. Oh, like you're overwhelmed? The contradictory feeling when a week passes by in the blink of an eye. Oh, that's what he means. Like when you're so involved with stuff, you run out of time to do stuff. Well, yeah, because I feel like that, especially like in the spring and stuff like that, when it's like, okay, I've only got so many hours of sunlight to get this shit done, you know, get the yard fixed, you know, wash the truck, do this, that, and the other thing. All of a sudden, it's 8:30 and it's like the sun's going down. It's like, where did all my day go, you know? So that's what he's referring to. Or when work gets hella busy, it feels like you don't have enough hours in the day. It's like, wow, it's already lunchtime. It's already coffee break. It's already lunchtime. Oh, it's already 3:30. Time to go home. So, yeah. And yet, you would never, ever want to do it again. That's how it felt. I get what you mean. It sounds terrible. I mean, yeah, it doesn't sound as crazy as Angel was trying to make it out to be. Angel was making up all this crap a couple chapters ago, I believe. And was it just last chapter? No, it was the chapter before that. And I remember sitting there and going, Angel's making absolutely no sense. The prison realm cannot work like that. That just makes no sense. So at least Gojo is setting the record straight. Like, no, it just felt like everything is just passing you by, like boom, boom, boom in the blink of an eye, and it's a lot to take in. What happened to all the people in B5? B5, what's B5? This is the epicenter of the Shibuya incident where the cursed spirits were released. Non-sorcerers all over Tokyo were less likely to survive the closer they were to Shibuya. Okay. However, thanks to the remnants of Gojo-san's cursed energy, the spirits never came near B5. Alright. Like, I assume that's basement level 5? Alright. Any side effects from Unlimited Void? None. All of them have been fully rehabilitated and returned to their normal lives. Oh, okay. I think I'm forgetting that. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think I know what he's talking about. So, okay, so Gojo's just like, yeah, is everybody safe? Did that work? Is everybody all good? Yeah. Gojo said, that's great. Well, then it's about time we get started. Utaheime, Gramps. I'm surprised he's not more pissed off at Gramps over here for killing his friend Yaga. Like, you know what I mean? I'd be more pissed off at him. But, let's see, Utaheime. Yeah, let's get Utaheime involved here. So next page, we got Lord Sukuna. The battle was set for today, the 24th, Christmas Eve. It does not make this a Christmas chapter in the same way that Bruce Willis stood his ground and said, just because Die Hard happened on Christmas, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. This is not a Christmas manga just because the battle happens on Christmas Eve. I said it. Let's go. Hate me in the comment section. But yeah, let's see. So the battle was set for the 24th. However, as far as the time and location goes, we don't need to have that stuff set in advance. I already know. Understood. Hoo. Alright, there's Sukuna. Speak of the devil. Alright, he's standing right there, and boom, he can just see. Like, it almost looks like a sun tattoo or whatever. It's just this epicenter of brightness, and all these like clouds and like flames are almost coming out, like this aura just coming out like a beacon, and here's all the rays coming off of the center point. Actually a pretty cool shot, especially with the silhouetted buildings. So yeah, actually that is something well brought up. I don't think anybody brought that up. It's like, yeah, our battle will happen on Christmas Eve. Be there or be square. Wait, we didn't even say like what time and where are we gonna meet? Are we gonna have coffee first? I'm not really a morning person, so you know, can we do this in the afternoon? Can we decide the fate of the world like 3 p.m.? You know. But let's see. All right. So and then I was the one who killed Yaga. Wait, so old grandpa of Kyoto there, he's the principal of the Kyoto school, if I recall correctly. That's who he's the principal of. I was the one who killed Yaga. Gojo looking. I see. Alright, Gojo, you gotta have some words. Why? He said. Why what? Asked Gojo. Oh, I thought it was Gojo asking him why, like, you got a good reason? Otherwise, I'm going to kill you. See, why? Gojo says, why what? Why do none of you curse me for this? Yeah, like, actually, this is an excellent question. So has nobody been pissed about this? This is actually a really good question. It's like he straight up killed Yaga because he didn't want to give away super powered secrets that could fall. Like he's like, no, I'm not telling you how my power works. You know. Let's see. No particular reason, but then he says it in the end anyway. So I mean, no particular reason. All right, Gojo. I want to know. No, I want a reason, Gojo. I like you, but I want a reason. I have a pretty good understanding of who you are from the principal. Is he not the principal? Or does he mean from Yaga? Like, because Yaga was the principal of Jujutsu High, the Tokyo, and he was... is this guy not the principal? From the principal. I assume he means Yaga. You're the ultimate example of a man just following orders. That's also why I know I can trust you to some extent. Anyway, the only reason the upper brass were even able to order his death was because I got myself sealed up. So I'm in no mood to be pointing fingers. Okay, so Gojo is actually sort of blaming himself. He goes, it's pretty ballsy of me. The only thing holding those assholes back. Once again, I believe 100% in hidden inventory Gojo saying to Guido, let's just murder them all. Do you want to? We can take out Tengen. We can take out all the... let's do it. Let's just take out the upper echelon of these assholes. And then we'll try again. You know, we'll do this all over again. But, like, I'm sick and tired of this. Because Gojo, though, right now is basically saying, like, they were able to run the show because I got myself sealed up. And he knows, like... So he's blaming himself for being encapsulated in the prison realm. And as a result, he goes, anything that happened the moment I got captured, because I wasn't around, is my own damn fault. He's actually taking the blame, or at least partly, responsible for Yaga's death, it seems. So, and he's the guy who pulled the trigger, Gramps here, he's the guy who pulled the trigger, not the one who ordered it. So it's sort of like, you're just the weapon, you're just the gun, you know. As they say, don't shoot the messenger. So I guess that's the reason. Let's see. It's actually not bad. Oh, Panda's outside the door, though, I see. Wait a minute. Did the principal have any last words to pass on? Like, about Panda, for example. I wonder if he knows he's there. He told me that Cursed Corpse... Oh, so he's going to admit it. He told me that Cursed Corpse was not some random mutant. There is a way to replicate the process. Gojo starts laughing. So old dogs can sometimes learn new tricks. What do you mean? Well, you haven't told anybody that juicy piece of info, have you? Oh! Principal of Kyoto, Gramps here. I'm just going to keep calling him Gramps. He hasn't actually told the upper class, which is why they wanted him killed or whatever. He hasn't actually told them about the process and that it can be replicated. The secret behind, Gojo says, the secret behind Panda would be ranked as special grade information. For the old you, it would have been unthinkable to not report it to the higher ups. You've changed, haven't you, Gramps? Oh, he's giving him the eye. Okay, so Gojo's actually happy about this. The old dog can learn new tricks. He's sort of like, you're just the ultimate example of the guy following orders. Yaga told Gojo this, so Gojo knows, you know, that's just how he is. However, he's like, yeah, even you felt like, there was something not right, you know, sort of. I mean, so you sort of kept certain information to yourself, it seems. And let's see, maybe if you were at the head of HQ, things would be a bit better. Wait, what do we see here? Oh, man. Oh, okay, I wonder who actually... Alright, who pulled this off? I wonder if Gojo straight up did it. I could see it. I could see Gojo being pissed and just straight up killing them. It was most likely Kenjaku. Sukuna has no interest in these guys. But apparently the upper echelon has all been completely and brutally massacred. It's about goddamn time. It's one of those funny parallels, once again, to Bleach. Sorry, there's a lot of inspiration here, but it's actually really good that the fact that in both these stories, the villains, assuming that this was Kenjaku, let's just assume for a moment this was probably Kenjaku or whatever who killed the higher ups. These guys are basically like Central 46, and we don't like them very much in Bleach either. You know, they're kind of bureaucrats, political, and kind of stupid, right? They make dumb decisions. It's like, would you guys just stop giving orders, you lesser people? Shut the fuck up. And in this case, it's the same with the upper echelon here. These guys are basically like the same as Central 46, and Aizen was the one to eliminate them the first go around. And now it's like, what is it with the villains actually taking out part of the problem? Like, they're taking out the competition for being villains in their own way, you know what I mean? So that is kind of funny. Now, this is all assuming, though, that Kenjaku was the one to do this. I'm curious if Gojo might have been the one to just say, no, I'm done with this, and doing what he said he would do back in Hidden Inventory and just straight up kill the upper echelon. So yeah, so they're massacred, but we have no idea who did it by the looks of it. Let me know who you guys think murdered the political losers. Why did you choose to bring me? Okay, so we're jumping back and forth here. If it's just to place a barrier, there are many more proficient candidates. Gojo said, you seriously don't know? Huh? You're the man I trust the most. That's the only reason I need. Okay, so Gojo just spitting some facts here. He's telling Gramps he doesn't blame him for Yaga's death because the principal already told him what he was like and stuff like that. And clearly, Gramps isn't all bad. He felt bad in some regard. And now he's telling Four Eyes here. I always forget his name. But Four Eyes, who's been around the series the whole time, and who Gojo has constantly made fun of, has basically said, You're the one who I know won't betray me. I trust you. All that stuff. It's pretty good writing. This is really setting up. When you consider it, we're tying up loose ends here. This really is setting up for the decisive battle. It truly is, because we were having all these moments to just tie up some loose ends here, there, and everywhere. So yeah, let's see. And okay, and boom. Here comes the seal. Gojo's standing there. Here comes the barrier. And he's sweating. I'm just a guy who ran away. Oh, remember, he told him, like, yeah, give up being a sorcerer. There's no way. And Gojo was like, back in the day, he was like, there's no way you can make it as a sorcerer. That would be laughable. So let's see. I'm just a guy who ran away. No, I didn't even have the courage to do that myself. Somebody else allowed me to run. Because he told him, yeah. Even then, the strongest man in the world tells me that he trusts me. There's no way I could let him down. And once again, this is why. So he's putting everything. I will answer his trust even if it kills me. Alright, so nice moment for Four Eyes here. Nice moment for Four Eyes. He's always basically been in the background. He was more prevalent at the beginning of the series, and then for a long time we didn't see much of him. Now he's back. So yeah, and now we have, and then the next one, it's Utaheime's curse technique. I don't know if we ever knew what Utaheime's curse technique was, but apparently we're getting it here. And let's see, sweating and doing some type of ritual dance by the looks of it, with a bunch of bells around her wrist. Utaheime's curse technique is Solo Prohibition Zone. Any sorcerers of her choosing, including Utaheime herself, will have their cursed energy reserve. Will have their cursed energy reserve and output, temporarily enhanced as long as they remain in the range. Okay, so Gojo's replenishes instantly, so as far as the reserve goes, that's not going to help much. But the output, as we know, which is limited, just because you have a massive lake. Seven Deadly Sins explained this the best way with sacred treasures and stuff in the first season, and I won't really go into it, but pretty much if you have a lake, and you only have two hands, yeah, you have a lake's worth of water, but if you only have your two hands to grab, you can only grab so much water at once, right? Now, if you had a bag, you can obviously grab more water. If you have a giant bucket, you can grab more water at once, right? So it's all about, not about the reserves or the amount, and we saw that with Yuta. Yuta's output wasn't as good as Ryo's. His output just wasn't. Ryu's output was superior to Yuta, even though Yuta has vastly more cursed energy available to him. He couldn't match the output. So this Gojo, I believe, is in sort of the same boat. So this technique, as far as the output being enhanced, will probably be extremely helpful. I would say that's an interesting technique. Definitely a curse technique based on support. But let's see. Alright. The mastery of Jujutsu can be said to be the mastery of subtraction. The skill of a sorcerer can be judged based on their ability to omit prerequisites like hand signs or incantations in order to fully activate their technique. Similar to, the Kido from Bleach, and once again, Seven Deadly Sins, being able to activate abilities without full incantation spells. Harry Potter, non-verbal spells, right? The idea that, mastering these abilities to give you that split-second advantage, right? However, in this circumstance, Utaheime omitted nothing. Let's see. Incantations. Why, though? Incantations, hand signs, dances, instruments. Okay, Graham explained the instruments. By using a ritual to channel her curse technique, she was able to achieve 120% of its normal effect. Okay, so it's all about the... Okay, so what I'm gathering here is that by using her technique and by not attempting to omit a single thing, she's able to do a maximum output of 120%, way more, push herself to the limit of what she can temporarily increase the output and the reserves and stuff like that. Okay, that's what I'm gathering from that. If I'm reading that correctly, it seems like normally when she uses this, she tries to omit incantations and hand signs and stuff, and she still increases the output ability, but it's, let's say, 30%. At this point, it's way better than she's ever done. If the best she ever did was like 50-60%, now it's 120, obviously. This is the greatest she's ever done, because she's not using any of her ability to try to omit anything this time. That's the way I'm gathering it anyways. I could be mistaken. Let's see. So Gojo says 9 points. Alright. The strongest sorcerer in history versus the strongest sorcerer of today. I mean, that's what it is. Which of these two men will approach the fight as the challenger? It will all be decided by the first decisive strike. 9 points. Polarized light. Crow and Shomyo chant. The gap between within and without. Okay, so he's doing a chant. He's doing an entire incantation. I believe that's what he's saying. Like Utaheime, Gojo does not skip even a single step in bringing out his technique. 200% output. Hollow technique. Purple. Here we go. It's about to, he's not even, no blindfold, no nothing. He's achieved it. And now it's time to, boom, baby, purple. Let's go. He's starting off with hollow purple. And double page spread. He's going to fire it. Let's go. Sukuna notices, puts up his hands to block. Okay, so they're doing this from a distance and boom. Okay, so just everything is coming straight at Sukuna. It's tearing everything in his path. Sukuna's putting his hands up to try to guard. It seems like there's somebody else there with him. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. It's shattering the entire building. Seems like the whole building collapsed down on Sukuna's head. Thanks to Ijichi's barrier, Sukuna misread Gojo's opening move. Okay, so that's why he got taken off guard and he put his hands up. I assume that didn't finish him off, of course, but although he was aware of Gojo's presence, he was not able to sense the immense amount of cursed energy that was output until the attack was right in front of him. Step, step. Okay, here we go. And Sukuna getting out of the rubble. Okay, Gojo's smile looks kind of dorky here. I'm not gonna lie, this panel's pretty dorky looking. He was looking so badass. Now he's got this like wide ass like, you know, he's looking kind of dorky. But still, I like both Sukuna's like kimono dress and setup, and I like Gojo's as well. I like both their outfits. I think they look really badass with their kimonos. The strongest sorcerer in history versus the strongest sorcerer of today. And oh, he already took out one of his arms. He took out one of his arms right out of the gate. Let's see. Alright, so he's walking right up to him. Seems like you've got the wrong idea here, so let me set things straight. You're the challenger here. Gojo fucking... they talked about it. So which one will open as the challenger? And Gojo's like... You're challenging me, not the other way around. I'm the title of strongest, bitch. Alright, let's go. And he said, you damn brat. End of chapter. The strongest trickster lands a preemptive strike. You damned brat. Let's go. Hollow purple as the opening gambit, taking out one of Sukuna's arms right out of the gate. Oh, man. Alright. This was a solid way to open up the final battle for sure, and we're already into the thick of it. I mean, I think this was a really good chapter. I like that they were tying up a lot of things at the beginning. Who was murdering? I think it's Kenjaku, but who do you think murdered all the upper echelon there of Jujutsu Society or whatever? I don't know why anybody listens to those assholes anyways. And so I'm not shedding tears that they're dead. And what do you think everybody else is doing right now? Like, was Kenjaku right that Yuta and Hikari and Maki, like the top tiers are all on standby watching this from a distance, just waiting for that opening shot if Gojo's gonna be high diff or extreme high diff, or if he ends up like faltering or failing or a split second thing, is that when they're gonna come out and try to deal a decisive blow once Sukuna's been weakened? Yeah, so, and then the rest of the chapter was just leading up to this fucking hollow purple. We haven't seen that in so damn long. It was epic, completely just, boom, from blocks away, annihilates the entire building, takes out Sukuna's arm right out of the gate. And he is definitely the challenger here. Gojo saying, get fucked. So, All right, let's go. I really liked the chapter. I hope you guys did too. Chapter 223. It was definitely a reaction worthy chapter. I definitely enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a very good start to your weekend and everything like that. And yeah, we'll see you guys back here next time for some more Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't see anything about a break next week, so I assume next week, chapter 224, we're going to continue the decisive battle in Shinjuku. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. Have a good one, everybody, and sayonara.